What happens when you get thrown to the ground, but your teammate does not have your back?
And Warriors come up with the defense. Edwards, that's a take foul and more. They're trying to set the tone here.
Draymond played peacekeeper here for the first time in his life, but why? Well, you are watching a team on the brink of chaos. Before Jimmy Butler, Golden State had a losing record. Even with Jimmy, once Steph was injured, the Warriors lost 4 straight games in the second round of the playoffs, but it gets even worse. Because recently, Jonathan Kuminga blew off a private Jimmy Butler Warriors training camp. He also blew off the NBA's official media day, but somehow, Golden State does not have the most chaotic situation among title contenders. So today, that's what we're looking into. The NBA's 3 biggest make or break teams in the Warriors, Lakers, and Knicks. If things go right for these guys, they could end the year lifting a trophy to the sky. If they go wrong, we'll have arguments, fights, and ultimately massive trades. And so, do the Golden State Warriors still have any chance of a title? The Oklahoma City Thunder are young and just won the NBA championship with a 68-win regular season, tied for 5th best of all time. They look unbeatable, but let's remember that fresh off of a title in 2016, the Warriors also looked unbeatable after winning 73 games before LeBron James ruined their dreams.
Iguodala to Curry, back to Iguodala, up for the layup, oh, blocked by James!
So really, we need to remember just how drastically Jimmy Butler changed Golden State last season. Before Jimmy, the Warriors sat at 25-26 and were in serious danger of missing the playoffs. With Jimmy, Golden State won 23 games and lost just 8, a pace that would make them a 60-win team over the entire season. The Warriors also took down the second-seeded Rockets in the first round of the playoffs before taking a 1-0 lead over the Timberwolves. It took Steph getting injured for them to actually get eliminated. So I have a somewhat crazy question to ask. Are we about to watch 37-year-old Steph Curry have the most impressive season of his career? Not best, most impressive. In the 28 games he played in after the Jimmy Butler trade, Steph Curry averaged 27.3 points, 5.8 assists, and 4.3 rebounds per game as the trade lit a new fire in him. And his trainer has said that this summer, Steph has gotten even better. Quote, his first step quickness and explosiveness is the fastest that it's ever been, if not faster. Steph is also stronger than we've ever seen him. The only thing holding him back last year was his playoff injury. Steph has been working tirelessly to avoid that type of injury this year. I think Lil Wayne actually put it best with this.
Right now, to me, count Steph out is like how I used to feel when you count Brady out. Every time I'm ready to say, yeah, Steph's done, it's over. And I'll be right there in the finals.
But Steph needs help. ESPN just ranked Jimmy Butler as the 18th best player in the league. And remember, Jimmy Butler is starving for an NBA championship. His mindset is a breath of fresh air for a dynasty team like Golden State. They have a man looking to cement his NBA legacy. But guys, before we continue, I'm very excited to say that this video is sponsored by SeatGeek. And with the MLB in full swing, I know I want to be going to some games, and that is where SeatGeek has us covered. Anyone, not just new users, anyone can use my promo code Korzemba for 10% off their order on SeatGeek. Sports, festivals, concerts, you name it, SeatGeek has you covered, as SeatGeek also rates tickets on a scale of 1 to 10. Green being good, red being bad, so look for those green dots. No matter how many times you bought tickets before, again, using promo code Korzemba10 is going to get you 10% off of your order. So what are you waiting for? Open your SeatGeek app and use my promo code Korzemba10 to get 10% off of your order right now. This offer is only available for a limited time. That is code Korzemba10 for 10% off of your order at SeatGeek. Thank you again to SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get back into today's video. But in order to get that ring, the Warriors will need their role players to step up. Draymond Green has continued to provide dependable defense and playmaking at a high level. The Warriors just added Al Horford to the mix, giving them even more championship experience, more defense, and even more high basketball IQ play. But at the end of the day, the play of 2 X factors might decide the Warriors' fate. Jonathan Kuminga decided to not attend the Warriors media day, which isn't ideal, because at his best, Kuminga is a bucket. He averaged 15.3 points per game in the playoffs last year in just 23.4 minutes a night. But at this point, for Golden State, he's a complete wild card. Brandon Podziemski, though, will be on this team and is arguably just as important. In his rookie year, Pods turned heads and was named to the Team USA select team, where he held his own against the gold medal winners. But to begin last season, he averaged just 9.4 points per game on 32.7% shooting from deep. The Jimmy Butler effect shined through though, as Pods averaged 15 points per game and shot 41.7% from 3 after the Jimmy Butler trade. Still, Steph and Jimmy can only do so much. The Warriors are going to need their role players to step up in a tremendous fashion if they are going to win a championship. Looking at Los Angeles, is LeBron leaving or do they have a title run in them with this roster? The Lakers actually have the 6th highest betting odds to win the 2026 championship, and as the saying goes, Vegas always knows. But why is Vegas so confident in a Lakers team that lost in the first round of the playoffs? Answer: they have a locked-in Luka Doncic who is looking for revenge on Nico Harrison, who not only traded him, but ruthlessly and continuously fat-shamed him. Luka's mindset is clear. He's now skinny, he's added muscle, and most importantly, in the Eurobasket tournament, Luka was playing great defense.
Boyd now wants to go Doncic. Goes to the crossover, and again, another block by Luka. It's the entire Eurobasket to prevent him getting the offensive board. Doncic comes up with it. Good defense. Another pass, Sokowowski. Nowhere to go. Good defense by Doncic.
Luka not only led the Eurobasket tournament in steals, he was also nominated for the Best Defender award of the entire tournament. An insane 180, but that shows the mindset he is playing with. And yes, the Lakers did lose in the first round of the playoffs, but Luka still averaged 30.2 points, 7 rebounds, and 5.8 assists per game in those playoffs. If he did that while playing out of shape, the sky is not the limit. There is no limit. But we do have a problem. We have heard reports that LeBron is not happy that Luka is now the focal point in LA, which means we'll have to see. Can LeBron swallow his pride and be the second option in a team in order to try and win his 5th championship? In all reality, LeBron might have no choice. Right now, the Lakers are in a position where because LeBron is 40 and making $52.6 million next season, it's almost impossible to trade him in a deal that makes sense. No one wants to give up real assets to trade for a season or 2 of Bron, and Los Angeles has made it clear with their offseason additions that they are playing to win now. But the good news is, LeBron fits perfectly with this roster. With Luka and Austin Reeves in a contract year, LeBron no longer needs to carry the scoring load. For the first time in a long time, LeBron can truly let another superstar take over entire playoff games. LeBron has always been one of the best passers in the game. With less energy spent on the offensive end, he can now use that energy more on defense. And I think it's very possible that Los Angeles had a tremendous offseason that has kind of been ignored because of the LeBron drama. DeAndre Ayton is not a perfect defensive center. What he is a lob threat that Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves were missing to cause chaos on drives to the basket. And he's also a massive improvement over nothing. Jackson Hayes and Alex Len played a combined 35 minutes in 5 playoff games last season. Because of his time in Portland, Ayton has become somewhat forgotten, but remember, in 2021, DeAndre showed he is a winner. In 22 playoff games, Ayton averaged 15.8 points, 11.8 rebounds, and 1.1 blocks per game. He shot 65.8% from the field, and the Suns lost the finals in 6 games. They may even have won if not for this incredible Giannis play.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for Ayton. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
DeAndre recently said, "This is an opportunity that I won't take for granted. They want to win a championship right now, and I want to win right now as well and just be part of a winning legacy and be around winners." DeAndre's been humbled. He's learned what matters. LA has also brought in Marcus Smart, who was the 2022 Defensive Player of the Year. He is going to help balance out the perimeter defense Austin Reeves and Luka lack. And overall in the NBA, playoff series can often come down to who has the best player on the court. With both Luka and LeBron, the Lakers have a 2-man duo they would put up against anyone else in the league. They at least believe that they will be right there in the title picture. Finishing up, can the Knicks take advantage of key injuries in the East to make their first NBA Finals since 1999? Last season, the Knicks reached the Eastern Conference Finals before Tyrese Halliburton and the Pacers bounced them in 6 games. In 2024, the Knicks also lost to the Pacers in the second round of the playoffs, then watched as the Celtics swept the Pacers and went on to win the 2024 championship. Now, both Hallie and Jason Tatum have suffered serious injuries, and the door is wide open for New York to take advantage. If they are going to win a championship, this is the season to do so. Brunson, Cat, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and Josh Hart are all between the ages of 28 and 30, with the 4th highest payroll in the NBA, and with Cat, Brunson, OG, and Bridges all locked into salaries ranging from $36 to $61 million in the 2028 season. It looks like this is the core New York is betting on, unless they make an absolutely game-breaking trade. Last season, New York ranked near the bottom of the NBA, 24th to be exact, in opponent field goal percentage from within 6 feet, aka their rim defense was slacking, and the NBA is a vicious "what have you done for me now" business. The Knicks proved this when they fired Tibbs and replaced him with Mike Brown. Tibbs wasn't perfect, but he just led New York to their first Eastern Conference Finals appearance since the year 2000. We do know that the players were fed up with playing too many regular season minutes, but Mike Brown is a wild card himself here. He was just fired by the Kings last season. That means the message is clear. Even a conference finals appearance no longer matters to New York. It is title or bust, which is where the future of Karl Anthony Towns suddenly becomes murky. On the Knicks last season, Karl Anthony Towns did play arguably the best basketball of his life. 24.4 points and 12.8 rebounds per game were good enough numbers to make Cat both an all-star starter and a third-team All-NBA selection. Towns has said, "Words can't describe how badly I want to win a ring." However, if the Knicks do fail to meet expectations, just like Tibbs, we might see another fall guy come in the form of Cat. New York desperately misses someone to fill what Isaiah Hartenstein provided for them: rim defense. It has to be a bit of salt in the wound to watch the Thunder win a championship with Hartenstein starting 20 of 23 playoff games. Cat is one of the best offensive big men in the league, but defense is not a strength, and the Knicks already have a serious negative defender in Jalen Brunson. New York has been linked to stars as big as Giannis in potential Cat trades, as well as more defensive bigs such as Bam. Either of these trades would probably be 3-team deals that would send younger players back to Milwaukee or Miami, but the point remains, this is not only a make or break season for the Knicks, it could also be a make or break season for Cat. With all of this said, I want to know what you think down below, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did like this content, I think you will like this video on Ben Simmons and how he ruined his basketball career. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting. You are awesome. We all know it. And as always, have an awesome day, and cue that music.